Hello? Hello, hello. What? Why are ads? Wait. Why are ads being like this? Oh no. Hmm. I'll just wait here another moment. Hmm. Whenever ads end, I'll start talking. Let me, Hey yo, everybody. Are you guys back from ads? I hope so. Hmm. How are you guys doing? As you can tell, I am like very sick sounding. I didn't feel like turning on the 3D model, so this is what you guys are gonna get for today. I don't think I've actually shown this off on stream, so it's nice to be able to do that. Um, and Metal and Crispy, hello, hello. We are gonna actually react to two Nintendo Directs today because I didn't watch either of them. I heard about both of them, so I know what's in the like last Switch 1 Direct, the one from like a week ago. I didn't even because I was at work at the time, so I never got time to react to it. And then I never reacted to the Switch 2 Direct this morning as I was also at work. But yeah, I know it's a little late, but yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like I don't know what to talk about when I'm sick, so we're just gonna get right into them. The reacting. Actually, hold on. Screw it. I'm gonna turn the PNG, turn on the VC face, so you can actually see me react to stuff. Pog, you just beat Sif and nice. I don't know what any of that means. Um, this one. Oh, there we go. You just were actually, you know, it'd be funny if I went Anya mode for this, so you can like actually see me react to stuff. Yeah, this is how we're gonna react to stuff today, because why not? I'm sick, and this will make for funny content. I wish I could like change the rate at which this like zooms in and out at, but I really can't. So this is what we're stuck with. There we go. Oh no. It messed it up. Oh, I have to turn that off and then have this here. You guys can hear how sick I am. Oh, it's going great. So we're gonna be reacting to the one from a week ago because I didn't watch that. Then we're gonna watch the one from this morning. Okay? Okay. You doing all, we're doing it all at one. The Spikes family gambling? I don't know. Maybe I'll do one here. Um, so I'll be honest with you guys. I don't care. I'm not a Dragon Quest fan, I'm sorry. I like I know Hero. That's not even his name, but I know Hero in Smash Ultimate, and that's all I know about Dragon Quest. And I know that there's the slime that's like really funny. And I know it's like made by Square Enix, right? So I already don't like it. Because I don't have anything against Square Enix. It's just I think they're pretty funny. You know, I just like it's Kingdom Hearts mostly, and I find Kingdom Hearts funny, not like the comedy in it, more of just the idea of like these like Kingdom Heart not these the like Final Fantasy-esque characters interacting with like Donald and Goofy and Mickey.
Providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch
Dragon
2
Quest because
on
not
April 2nd.
directly.
So please
I don't know how that happened.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1.
Metal,
2
if anybody
HD
tries to
remake
spoil either
from
direct
Square
in
Enix.
chat, can you like delete it before I see it?
Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay.
Is it
let's see the
audible
first
how
batch of
sick I am
headlines.
right now? I hope it's not.
Escape from dire straits.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to BRB.
We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm back. I thought that was a Pokemon reference. Anyways.
On April 2nd. So please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end.
My family
What kind of
needed my
adventure
help,
awaits?
and of course they
We
needed
hope
me to
you're
do it
excited
because my
for more
brother's useless.
information in the future.
So, Dragon Quest.
Let's see
I
the
don't
first
care, I
battle
don't play the
demos.
games.
Escape from dire straits.
Hmm.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Text to speech voice.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
Dante.
Latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche.
It.
Solve mind-bending puzzles.
This
and
looks
explore
bad.
Everything you learn will bring
Oh,
you
no.
one step closer.
They
to
don't
the
look
truth.
very animated. The
Uncover what's
style
hidden in
looks like
reality
it's
and
trying to
clues
be
to rescue
Persona,
Iris.
but it's not.
No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
The AI was using a text-to-speech voice, not an actual voice actress or voice actor.
Unleash the supernatural.
Oh, what's this gonna be? It's time for some Naruto action.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns.
Okay,
remastered
Atlas.
HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to
another-
others, he also fights alongside
Another
demons as a
deduction
devil
game.
summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work
Demons.
with your demons to
Not
strike enemies'
yokai.
weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack.
Capital cities up there with
Cooperation
Metro.
is the key to victory.
With
You can even turn
Metrocity.
opposing demons into allies.
With like Metro City.
Demons can also be
Yeah.
useful outside of battle.
They're calling them demons and not
Their
yokai.
powers are
And they're
helpful in
using
finding
the same
solutions
Jack
during
Frost model from
investigation.
what I think that's Persona. I want to
Guide
say
Raido through a series of
Persona
strange incidents.
3? Because I think that's the same like little guy they have in
Conspiracy
Persona
that will
3.
shake the capital to its core.
The
Raido
Hold on.
Remastered, the mystery.
how can I like do the thing where you can change it frame by frame? Right. I need to go back a frame. This guy right here. This guy right here. Is that the same guy they use in Persona 3? Or am I just tripping? Oh, thank you for the count. Thank you for complimenting my cones. I think this is the same. Like, okay. I haven't played a single Persona game. I just think I recognize that guy. I know it's another Atlas game, so I might just be tripping.
And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations.
I might just be a little crazy.
Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch.
The Mystery of the
June 19th.
Soulless Army.
Pre-orders begin later today.
One of
on
the games
Nintendo
that kind of
eShop.
just wasn't in the Direct. Silent. Ooh.
Consume darkness.
I'm actually kind of excited for this one.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger?
I have
In
not
a
seen its
mysterious,
trailer.
maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
So I don't know if you know about this, guys, but
As Puck
they made a
guides you on your
Pac-Man
journey,
secret
you'll
level
delve deeper into
episode,
the expansive
and it was
world.
based off of this.
By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift
Which is
and combine
interesting.
with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies,
Yeah,
you and
so
Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
This is... Is Namco just
By
shitposting
consuming
with this
your prey,
game?
you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance
I'm
your
gonna play
abilities.
this on stream. 100%.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal. And devour
I don't
enemies
care
to
how
survive
I don't care if
cruel
this game's
world.
like is a negative one on
Experience a dark
IGN or
twist on the
something.
iconic
I am
Pac-Man
playing
when
this game.
Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch, July 18th. The rhythmic march begins.
Another I do enjoy
Remasters of Patapon
Metroidvanias.
and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different
Bump,
commands to the Patapon army.
Bump,
For
bump.
example, Patapon advances them forward, while Patapon has them attack.
That's interesting.
And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in
Pata
power.
pata pata pon. Pata pata pon. Pata pon pon. Pata pon. This is interesting.
Build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
This was a PSP game?
Plus, new
Okay, I would have
features
never
added,
played it because
so
one,
you
I'm
can
not
dance
that
to the
old,
beat
and
of
two,
your own drum.
I've never like had PlayStation. I've had Xbox, I've had Nintendo, and I obviously have
Meet
my
the
Steam Deck and my
Patapons
Nintendo
March
Switch.
forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay
I am
launches on
playing
Nintendo
this
Switch,
game.
July 11th.
I want to play this game. This looks cool.
Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
I have no idea, honestly.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive
Ooh.
farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Before I be like, ew, a farming and life sim, I have
Tend to your
hundreds of
farm
hours in
while
Animal
growing crops
Crossing.
and caring for animals.
I don't play it anymore. I don't feel like it, but I do love me a good Animal
Then
Crossing.
sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals.
I'd like to spend more time with you.
And
So this is
maybe
just,
nurture a
Animal
relationship
Crossing
if you
X
find that
Stardew Valley.
special someone.
Please say you can yaoi in this game.
Plus,
I want a
taking
yaoi in this
advantage
game.
of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel
It's on
and other
Nintendo, so you
tasks
probably
a
can't.
breeze.
Sadly. I want to get Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I just
The winds
haven't
of change
yet.
are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
I don't know if I'll play this one because it looks a little
Please
generic
take a
to
look at
me,
this.
but it does look pretty cool. Interesting, interesting. They really do. Metroid Prime? Ooh. I've only ever played one Metroid game and I never finished it. Metroid Dread, it was fun. I thought it was fun when I played it, but I never really finished it, and that's because when I got it, I also got Dead Cells, and
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle.
there's a reason why I like
Colossal tree
roguelikes and
in the center.
roguelites, and it's because of Dead Cells. Dead Cells is like my introduction into roguelikes, and I played the fuck out of that game. I want to play it again. I haven't played it in a while.
Relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Actually, no. I played the Metroid Prime game for the DS, but I never owned it. My stepbrother owned it, so we only ever played like the DS download PvP mode. I think that's what we played. Or I just remember playing a first-person shooter game on my DS, and you could like go into a ball.
Psychic abilities.
No. That is Metroid there, and he's a man, actually. He's actually a man, because his name is Metroid.
They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
Her? They got his pronouns wrong.
But why?
That's John Metroid right there. Did you know that he's John Helldiver's cousin? Is this a bad time to say I play Samus in Smash Bros. Sometimes? This game looks stunning.
After being summoned to view her.
I don't know if I'll play it, but it looks stunning. Like, very good.
A new tale.
This is not a remake because it's Metroid Prime 4. Look, that's Dark Metroid.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
Oh, did you know that Samus is a lesbian? There is this back before like Samus was revealed to be a woman. There was like something, I think it was like in a gamer magazine. They had Samus, like this was like I think after Metroid 1 but before Metroid 2, when like it's revealed she's a woman. That basically it shows Samus in the armor with like ladies around her, and it's like, being a gamer gets you all the ladies. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Here it is. So, basically it says, there is that time where Samus's gender was still a secret, so licensed manga went ahead and just depicted Samus Aran as a cool male hero surrounded by women, except it backfired. Instead, Samus is now a lesbian icon. You're our hero! Go for it, Samus! I was wrong. It wasn't a magazine. It was an officially licensed manga. But this was before she took off the armor. So Samus is just a lesbian, which is like really funny because Bayonetta also exists. Hello, Candy. Welcome to stream. You get some exclusive sick mushroom content. We're reacting to both Nintendo Directs because I missed both. Because I work too much.
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once
I mean,
upon
you
a time,
are right.
there
It
was
is
a drab
Samus.
coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients
It's a
to brew
Disney
all sorts of
villain dating
strange
sim.
elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to
Oh,
produce
you
some
play with
wildly
Yzma,
wicked
because
creations.
you wouldn't want a dating
The
sim her.
potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different
This
outcomes
does look
every
like a
time you
browser.
play.
This does
Who
look like a
knows
browser
what
game.
Mischief might happen.
Excellent.
Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch
Later today, April 2nd. Wow.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
I actually want to point out the fact that Disney's been pushing their villains a lot more recently, because I think they're starting to realize that a lot of people like their villains much more than they like their heroes. Because I don't know if you guys read Twisted Wonderland. It's basically a manga where a guy is isekai'd into a world. Not really isekai'd, he's like brought by carriage into this world that is powered by magic. And their magic school, each like class of magic is under a different Disney villain. I have like the first one. I didn't finish reading it. I got it for Christmas. No, I got it for Christmas like 2 years ago when it first came out, and I never finished it. And I want to keep reading it. And I think there's yaoi in it because the one character is a dude, but is referred to as the princess. Hold on. Disney Twisted Wonderland. It's an official Disney manga. I'm pretty sure these are all men. I'm pretty sure it has yaoi. Alright. Oh, I don't want that. This is the cover. This character is a dude, but is referred to as the Queen of Hearts, which is perfect. I think that's the character. I need to reread it. Thank you for the bit, cat. Okay, I need to reread it, but I know this character is the Queen of Hearts, but I'm 50% sure that's a dude. I know that it's officially made by Disney, and there's an anime of it on Disney Plus. So I do know it's like whole thing about it is each school of magic is governed by a different Disney villain. Like Hades, the Queen of Hearts, Maleficent, Scar. I know all the Disney villains. I just can't tell who these are. Yeah, there's an actual anime on it. This shows it better. Does it? It doesn't. But this is something they were pushing for a while. Cat, you cannot do that, especially while I'm using this model. But yeah, official. I know, I don't feel like it, but official Disney. Keep in mind, like these are this one look. They're all fucking twigs. These are all. They made all the Disney villains into twinks. Why would they do that? No, you guys can't rail me. I'm gonna after stream. No, yeah, actually, please ban Spook. Don't really, but I 2025 the 10th. I need to keep up with this manga. I'm going to. They probably made art of it. Yeah, it's kind of obvious with this now who each of them are. But is there also a game associated with it? Twisted Wonderland. It's also a mobile game. Wait, Disney Twisted Wonderland. It's apparently a mobile. It's a mobile game, but I've been talking about what I know is the manga. I've been reading the manhwa. Interesting. Yeah, I think these are the main characters. I'm gonna reread it later. But yeah, Disney is like really knows how to get a certain target demographic. I have not played Nikki.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang
This
out
is
with friends
interesting.
at their homes. Take on
I
various
always
jobs
love
to help pay for tuition.
stories that are
Or
like
use the spells
magic,
you've learned
witch
to craft
adjacent and
sell
stuff,
original items.
but in modern
Plus,
day,
up to 4 players
but
can make
also
magic together in online
show
co-op.
that it's modern day.
Explore this
like,
whimsical world on the road to
The fact that you
graduation
can like
and
also
beyond.
like ride a broom but also ride a moped,
Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
because
Enrollment begins when
Witchbrook.
flies onto Nintendo Switch
but
this
like
holiday.
something like Harry Potter, where most of it is like in Hogwarts and the castle and stuff,
Adventure,
I just
and
find
arcade
boring
games await.
because it might as well
Set
be
off
like
on
a
fantastical
medieval
mission
time
to
period at that
eliminate a
point.
mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities
like
to
this.
find your own path through
If
the
you guys don't
enchanting
know, I'm a
world.
Cuphead fan.
Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds?
I
Find
love
out
like the
when
cup. I know it's like a
eternal
rubber
life of
hose style,
Goldberg
but I love the
launches on
Cuphead
Nintendo
style.
Switch
I
this
love the fact
holiday.
that it's all hand drawn.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from
Oh my
the
god, I
series.
can't wait!
Titles include
Gradius!
Gradius,
I'm pretending to be excited about something I don't know.
Light
Woo!
Force,
Yeah, baby!
Gradius 2,
I know this is. I have no
Gradius
idea.
3,
It's a
and
shooter.
Salamander 2.
Salamander
Sometimes
2,
multiple
let's go!
versions, including ones from different regions and
Wow.
launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander
Woo!
3.
Yeah, Salamander!
Gradius
Fanny,
Origins
get
launches
excited
on
about
Nintendo
something
Switch
neither you or
system
I care
August 2nd.
about.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Wow, later
Battle
today
to
on
the
April
beat in
2nd.
Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each layer
Bum,
to
bum,
fight
bum,
monsters
bum,
in
bum,
rhythm-based
bum, bum,
combat.
bum, bum,
Keep the cadence going with epic boss
I wanna
battles,
play,
quirky minigames,
Crypt of the Necro
remixed
Dancer.
stages, and global leaderboards.
There's the other. There's the.
More musical
Is that Battling?
mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack page.
He mentioned Celeste. Celeste. Ooh, let's go.
Be on the lookout for more
Pepito!
DLC in the
It's
future.
Pepito from
Rift
Pizza
of the Necro
Tower.
Dancer
Everyone
launches on
loves the
Nintendo
Pizza
Switch
Tower.
later
Pepito
today.
from Pizza Tower.
Let's
It's
see
Pepito
what's in
from Pizza
store.
Tower. You play Pizza Tower, everyone loves Pizza Tower.
Welcome to
What are you-
Tamagotchi Plaza.
Oh,
a brand new
Tamagotchi.
entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
I love Tamagotchi.
There are stores galore.
If only they made a new Tamagotchi game. You know, like the one they had for the 3DS. I played that all the time. I had, like, the Doki Doki characters. I had, like, myself. I had a bunch of, like... I think I had Darth Vader. I don't remember what... I had a bunch of interesting characters on that.
To get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so,
Shark,
you get to meet more
let's
Tamagotchi,
go!
making the town
Shark
more than
Goober!
With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop. When
Tamagotchi.
Plaza
I
launches
do
on
have my
Nintendo
own
Switch, June
Tamagotchi.
27th.
I have an Anya one of these. It's since died because I got it like 2 years ago and I forgot to take care of it. Oh! Pokemon! I love Pokemon! Legends ZA.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games. Lumio City.
Pokemon X and Y were not my
To
first
make it
Pokemon
easier for
games,
people and Pokemon
but they
to
were the first
coexist,
Pokemon
a
games I
company
like
named
beat the
Quasartico
champion in
Inc.
and
is
stuff.
carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the
So
lives of the
I am
Pokemon
excited
and
for this.
people
I
of
didn't
Lumio
play like the
City.
Diamond and Pearl remakes. I didn't play Legends Arceus. I don't know if I plan on playing them, but I will
Scattered all
play
over
this
town are
because it
wild
looks fun.
zones.
And
These
Tepig
areas are
was my
special
first ever
environments
starter,
where wild
so I
Pokemon
gotta
can
pick
live
him.
comfortably, even within the city.
I don't care how cool Meganium or
You can catch Pokemon here.
Crocodile. Did I for alligator? Did I really mix up Crocodile and for alligator? I want Emboar. He was my first like big guy. Like my first like high level Pokemon.
On
At least from my first game.
People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
Lumio City.
But when night falls, the city's aura transforms.
The spooky bad people come out
Highly
at
skilled
nightfall.
Trainers are invited to participate in a tournament. The ZA Royale.
The Z.
Trainers await in
Battle
the
Royale time. Where are we dropping, boys? Tilted Towers.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Ooh, that's cool. I love Mega Evolution. I
You'll
wish they
start at
brought it
rank
back.
C and work your way
But
up
I know
to
it would be
rank
like
A.
really hard to. Because like they would have to like
Trainers who
program
reach
all
the
the
top
megas
are
for
said
each
to have
game.
a
They have
wish
their own like
granted.
mechanics and stuff. Hopefully you can PvP in this game.
Day and night.
Because I heard in
are two
Legends
sides to
Arceus you could
Lumio
not
City.
PvP.
It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered.
What's the guy's
What
name?
will you
Z,
find on your
AZ.
adventure?
Let's go, AZ.
Pokemon
He looks like
Legends
Waluigi
ZA
being that
launches on
tall.
Nintendo Switch later this year.
Available late 2025.
In
I
Lumio
can't
City,
wait for
where
it
the
to
game is
release
set,
December
the aura
30th.
transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there.
Hello there.
The game you're about to see
What about it?
doesn't have a big, epic story,
Oh, okay.
but what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games.
I like funny little rhythm games.
You wanna see?
Please. That's
Just
me.
press the button to jump through the ring.
Hold on, let me grab my controller. Hold on. It told me to press the button. Where did I put my controller? Chat, who ate my controller? Hold on, let me pause. I have to pause the video so it doesn't, play without me with my controller. Where did my controller go, guys? This bit, this bit wouldn't even make sense because you can't even see me hold my controller. Oh my god! But actually, where did my controller go? If I was like a face cam streamer, it would be like a really funny bit if I like grab my controller and play along with the rhythm game, but you couldn't even see me do it even if I wanted to. That being said, I lost track of my controller again. Seriously, where is my controller though? It's supposed to be on the floor with all my other junk. Is it on this side? No, it's not. I'll find it after stream. I don't have a hand cam set up.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop.
Okay,
Maybe you
the
could
timing's
try it
super
in
tricky.
time to a rhythm.
Okay. I actually really want to find my controller now. Hold on just a moment. How am I this stupid? How do I lose my controller like this? My ADHD brain is like making me focus only on that. I know most of you guys won't click off while I'm like AFK like this because you love me too much. What would you guys do without me? Cry. That's what you would do without me. Okay, genuinely, where did I put my controller? How am I this stupid? Okay, big guy. Wait a second. There it is. It was in my other drawer. Oops. Got my controller ready. Jump! Got it! Jump!
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you will need to do it in rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it. Are we changing the rhythm?
You might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Maybe I'll do that for stream. I haven't played many rhythm games, but I find them interesting. Okay. Jump. Bump.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new
Jump.
entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Jump.
Rhythm Heaven
Jump.
Groove.
Jump. I'm gonna play this. I might play Rhythm Heaven one day. One of the older
That was
ones.
Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next,
I'm looking forward
we
to
have
all
news
of the
about the
rhythms.
use of digital games on your system.
Ooh, digital
Please take a look.
games.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one.
Okay, it
Freely
makes sense.
inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well,
Can't you just download them to your Switch? Why do they need to be like that? Can't they just...
here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
Okay.
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Okay.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're
Okay,
lending it
that
to.
is the only good thing I see in this. Like, I've been silent for the last, like, minute watching this. I don't know what to say about this. Like, can't I just, like, when I get another Switch, whether it's an OLED or it's a Switch 2, can't I just connect my Nintendo account? It'll have all the previously purchased games, like, I have, like, I'm thinking the ones I have digitally. Pokemon Violet, Super Mario Maker 2, or, like, games that I already have digitally. Can't I just download onto my new Switch? Because it's on my Nintendo account?
And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time.
I'm sorry, little Susie, but I'm not giving you my game. My games are mine and not yours.
To a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making
So wait,
digital
I can't give little Susie one of my games and still play my game? Just buy the game at that
games
point.
even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
This... It seems like the biggest waste of time ever.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
Okay.
This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. That's what the Talking Guns made by the people who made Rick and Morty. And I think he also voiced them before he went to jail. That's so cool. How do I make it so when I'm on YouTube I can move it frame by frame and not like by 5 seconds? I'll figure it out later. High on life. They're just porting a bunch of random games to the
Uncover
Switch.
history once more.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'm gonna run an ad while I'm in the bathroom. Hold on just a moment if I could ever find where this is. There we go, I'm back.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing onto Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the royal heir.
Interesting,
and Will, the
interesting.
explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Saga.
Another remake. We need to do less remake. Okay, you know what? I was praising a remake of a silly little rhythm game earlier, but we need less remakes and more original games.
After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier
Remake.
2 Remastered launches on
No,
Nintendo
it's not a
Switch
remake, it's a
later
remaster.
today.
It's totally different. It's completely different thing.
Monumental
Yes.
adventures await. Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle
Wasn't this a
games.
Flash game?
Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate. Optical illusions to
Wasn't this a
discover,
Flash game, or
and
am I crazy?
mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow People. A different
Crow
journey awaits in
People.
Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The
Am I
first
thinking of a
two
different
Monument
game,
Valley
or was
games
this
launched
just
on
a
Nintendo Switch
Flash
April
game
15.
before?
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
What? That's
And-
pretty cool.
Help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Ooh. Oh, that looks so ugly.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim. Time your button press just
I'm
right.
sorry, that doesn't
and
look good
take
at
your
all.
shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots.
Please tell me you're still polishing the models and this is an early design
in
of
the
all of them.
single-player challenge mode. Compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Please say they're gonna
In
get
Wacky
updated
Golf,
like
your
looks
shots could
before.
get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's
I
not
love it when
quite
I
par for the
golf and
course.
it's a monolith just
Up to 4
drops
golfers can
down
hit
from the
fairway
sky
together locally
and hits
or
my
online play.
stops me from getting one.
So
I,
just
I know
relax.
I'm on the
and
last
get ready to tee
Switch
off.
Direct. I'm gonna watch the
Everybody's
one from
Golf
this
Hot
morning
Shots
next.
lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
I'll catch up soon, don't worry. Bam!
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
How you doing, bub?
Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the
Ooh.
challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take
Ooh.
advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm
These
your
are interesting
foes.
picks.
Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
Oh, I'm not much of a beat 'em up fan,
The
although I
battle for
did
the
play
fate of
Castle
the Marvel
Crashers and that was a lot of
Universe
fun.
begins
This
when
looks
Marvel
cool.
Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
I think beat 'em ups are the best way to
That
do
was Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
like
where you'll
superhero
battle as a
games.
tag team of different superheroes.
That like I think like
Next
that and like
is our
fighting
last
like
game
Injustice or
take a
MK
look.
versus DC. I really want to have like a really strong like, oh my god, I'm so happy about this reaction. But somebody already spoiled this for me. I like the day of my Twitter feed was just full of Tamagotchi life in 2025. I really like when going into this, I really want to have like a big excited reaction for this to be like genuinely shocked.
Living the dream.
Because I am like super excited for this. Genuinely. 2026, okay. I was wrong, but still. I was like, I am super excited for this, just, it was spoiled.
Did you want to talk?
Oh my god. I love
Only a dream.
Tamagotchi life. I'm gonna play that so much.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
Yes, yes,
In
yes,
the trailer, We
yes.
saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What
Yes,
kinds
yes,
of
yes,
interactions
yes,
do you
yes,
think they'll
yes,
have?
yes, yes.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
It looks much more vibrant than
Thank you for watching
the
today's
original
Nintendo
game,
Direct so
which
far.
I think the original game was just limited by the hardware.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Hello, Miyamoto.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. we'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd,
That's today!
Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
That's actually so cool.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Isabelle! Hold on.
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
I'm gonna download that later.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy
Thank you,
using
Miyamoto.
Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
So we're gonna take a little break between Metal, are you still here? What was it that you wanted me to watch? Are you still here, Metal? Could you please tell me what you wanted me to watch? Because ads are gonna start in a minute and I don't have any snoozes left. I've been snoozing them for you guys, but I don't have any left, so I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to watch another few minutes of ads in a few minutes. But until then, I don't want to we could talk about this actually. I'm excited. I'm most excited for the Tamagotchi life, honestly, because I played the fuck out of that game on my DS. If I could probably find my DS, find my charger, and just keep playing it, because I'm pretty sure I had Sans as one of my characters. I had me. I had another me. I had the clone that I am. No, I have my look-alike. All of them are my dead name, by the way, because I haven't touched that in years. But it doesn't even matter because I go by my nickname, which wasn't even my nickname. It was the name of my first D&D character, Rilo. So I am Rilo in that game. Oh my god, that's so stupid. It's funny. Doesn't it, you know what's, I think it's funnier? My current D&D character is Eno, from Guilty Gear. I know, that might be even worse, honestly. But, we have the next Direct. We're gonna watch that as soon as ads are over. Which ads should be starting any moment now, I think. Honestly, what time is it? I didn't expect to be streaming this song. At first, I was like, I am just gonna watch the Nintendo Direct that I missed. No, I was gonna watch today's Direct, but oh, I missed the other one, so I'm gonna watch that too. An hour and a half stream. Well, we're an hour in, and we haven't even watched the hour-long one. So this might be another 3 hours. Maybe 2. I mean, that's assuming I don't get stopped at any point or I have to get up or anything. But, yeah. There are things I do need to do after this. So I don't know when or if I will do them tonight. I think I will. But, I want to watch this. Because I heard stuff about that one. That's why I wasn't so surprised about Tamagotchi Life in 2026. We're getting Tamagotchi Life 2 before GTA 6. Crazy, I know. But yeah. Who even cares about we're getting this before GTA 6? Who really actually cares? Because they said they've been developing the game for a very long time. And I also don't care because I don't play the GTA games. But, yeah. There's another couple seconds left on ads. To all of you subs, how are you guys today? I hope you're good. Hmm. Okay, ads should be over. Do any of you guys are wondering why I'm Anya and not my normal self? That's because you can see my expression better when I'm Anya, better than my normal outfit because I don't have eyes in that outfit and the mouth is not as big. So I kind of just like talk and smile. I don't like I don't really have like the expressions I do in this. Oh, I forgot. The expression buttons would be the same as my change scene buttons. I'm gonna have to fix that later on. But we are gonna watch today's direct. That I've to my best avoided everything I can about it. But I have like heard stuff and I have like it's kind of hard to without like I looked up Nintendo Switch Direct and I saw so many recommended videos like the stuff that like the clips they make, you know, pointing out specific games and stuff. So I'm not going to be surprised about everything, but I haven't actually seen everything or that stuff. It's Yoshi's Ranch. We're on the back roads now. Mario Kart on the back roads. Non-Charles Martinet Mario sounds so cursed. I grew up with Charles Martinet, so hearing him not as Mario is cursed. I need to see this full roster. Interesting. Pauline, ooh. Was that fucking baby Rosalina? Did I see Nabbit? Waluigi! Everyone loves Waluigi. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. The fucking cow from Moo Moo Meadows? The cow from Moo Moo Meadows? Hammer Bro, Toadette, Luigi. Okay, Birdo's a fine choice. Wonder Effects. Different outfits. Ooh. Did you not see the initial Switch 2 reveal? I saw it. They just didn't show off all of these different characters and stuff. Mario Kart World. Please reference the Cap Kingdom or something Mario Odyssey related in Mario Kart World.
One of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
Ah.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Makes sense.
What do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Exactly like the last one with different designs and less Charles Martinet.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series.
Charge and Chuck.
Exclusively on the Nintendo
Lucky
Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world.
Okay. Wait. Right here. I can't zoom in, but this, oh wait, my head's covering it. This right here, this little black space right there. Is that the Cap Kingdom? Please say that's the Cap Kingdom. Like that up there is obviously Bowser. That's obviously like ice. Probably like Wonder's stuff over there. There's obviously Peach's castle. Please. Please say that this part right here that my head's covering is the Cap Kingdom. Please. Or this down here. Or like do the fossil any of the kingdoms that isn't just Peach's, like the Peach's
Kart
castle.
races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
That is one suave looking King Boo. That's a lot of people.
You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Really?
In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Okay.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Oh.
With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Yeah, the last one had 12. Wait.
The competition is gearing up.
Was that a Peepa? Is that a Peepa?
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Why does Luigi have a farmer hat?
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Ooh.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Ew, Rosalina.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Ooh. I like that.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
That's actually pretty cool.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart.
Okay. So we got like all the obvious picks. Like, you know, we got Mario, Luigi, Toad, Rosalina, Toadette, DK, Birdo, Pauline. You just got Daisy here. Is that the penguin from like Mario 64? Walu, Peach, Bowser? One of those guys? Boo, King Boo. Not even like the cool King Boo they're using Luigi's Mansion. Goomba, Koopa, Bitty Bud, thank you. BJR, Wario. So they have all of these characters. I saw the babies too. Many of you probably do know this, but to many of you also may not. This is Cappy. Most of you guys know who Cappy is, right? Because you know of Mario Odyssey if you've played it. Many of you may not know. This is my favorite Mario character of all time. Like, hold on just a moment. I got it here. I actually have. I might still recall. I have with me, and I have here. This. It looks a little. It looks a little old. Looks a little distorted. But that's my own, like my very own Cappy hat, because Cappy's my favorite. He's my child. He's so gooberish. I love it. I love the Cap so much. So if this, a perfectly reasonably sized character that could theoretically fit in a cart and hold a steering wheel because he does have arms, is not in this game, but the Bidybud, hold on. But they put the Bidybud in. You guys will not know how sad and mad I will be. I wanted Cappy to be an 8 Deluxe. So I'm like, okay, you know what? The game originally came out before him. I didn't expect them to add DLC characters, and then they did, but the ones they added made sense. Mario Odyssey was not relevant at the time. But the penguin, like, you can't see it. The penguin from Mario 64? No, Goomba's been in, like, I mean, it's Goomba. Goomba is, like, the most iconic Mario enemy outside of like Bowser and BJR, but like it's Goomba and Koopa. You're not gonna have you're not gonna have a modern day Mario racing game without one of the two, and I'm not like upset that Goomba is in it, but Bidybud. When was the last time Bidybud was in a game? Why does DK have a cheeseburger? And why are they keeping Rosalina in the game? Like, okay, they don't have Toadsworth from, like, they don't have, like, Toadsworth or, Flood from, Mario Sunshine. They didn't keep any of the I guess there weren't really, like, any new characters to Mario 64, were there? But they keep Rosalina from Mario, Galaxy. As you can tell, I've never played Galaxy. I don't think you realize how many people actually hate Rosalina because of, like, the precedent she has in, like, the Mario spin-off games. Because, like, a lot of times the spin-off games will have like a couple characters who are like unique to the current like 3D game. Like Toadsworth was included in like one or two of the sports games, I think. Never played Galaxy either, but you played Galaxy 2, okay. Like I know they had Toadsworth in like one or two of the sports games around the time Mario Sunshine came out, and that made sense, you know. Put like they like in Mario Kart Wii, if you had save data for Mario Galaxy, you'd have Rosalina as a playable character, which is fine. But then Mario Tennis Aces Mario Tennis Aces for the Nintendo Switch, they added Luma and not Rosalina because they didn't want to like animate and put her in the game. Like they didn't want to spend all that time on her, so they put the Luma in it. Okay, what about from something like Mario 3D Land or 3D World? We're gonna put the pixies that are in the jar in the game. Are we gonna put Meowser and Bowser's Fury Bowser into the game? I want Cappy. I just want the hat to be a playable character, or at least let modern Mario have eyes on his cap so it's always Cappy. Please. I know it obstructs the M, but it's so cool. I love Mario Odyssey is like my favorite Mario game. I just want Cappy. I just want to play as Cappy.
The game launches on the same
I don't
day
care.
as Nintendo Switch 2.
I don't care if Funky Kong or Waluigi, which are infamously like some of the best characters in the Mario Kart games, are the best. I'm always playing Cappy.
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
April 17th. Okay. April 17th. I'm gonna
Mario
stream
Kart
that
World
day.
launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm gonna react to it.
We'll share more
If there
details
is
in the
no
future, so we
Cappy
hope
in
you're
the
looking
game,
forward to
I
it.
am not playing the game.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new
I'm
C
5
button.
minutes into this video and I've been like
Let's
on
take
this
a
for
look
like
at some new
20.
experiences it offers.
I am not getting sleep tonight.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. That was you. So quick.
I'm looking closely.
Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
Oh.
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends
Nintendo
and family
Discord.
while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah.
That looks so ass. Can you like just full screen the game, please?
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay. So
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from
I'm
a distance.
betting my quality is ass.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's
I
like-
bet it
And
doesn't
you
work
can use
well.
this feature in handheld mode too. letting
I'm
you
being
easily
such a
chat with friends
contrarian
and
right
family.
now. But remember, this
If
is
you open the
Nintendo.
chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Oh.
Good job. There we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it?
You guys, I just did it.
Oh, I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot. Oh. Ooh.
This is literally just Nintendo Discord.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Wow.
That one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow. I'm like in the sky right here. I fell. I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star.
That's so cute.
So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen.
Yo! Wait. First time they've had Mario Odyssey in anything in like bajillion years. Ever since they stopped updating that game and stuff, they have never talked about it. And then it's just like, Pat is my goat right now. Pat is playing Mario Odyssey in the year 2025.
Adjust
He
the
is
size of
the
your game
goat.
screen.
Honestly.
Guys, I'm lost. Like, where'd you go?
They wait. Does she just have a framed
Guys,
It's just a framed L for Luigi.
I'm lost. Like, where'd you go?
I love that.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above
Now I can't play my game while watching my friend play a game at 5 frames per second.
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
I love it.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are.
Wait, so they just do that in the middle of the race? Like, let me just like expand on your screen in the middle of our race.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, for sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this. By
A
connecting
camera.
this camera to the system,
Hey!
Hey,
Oh my god, the quality looks so bad.
Hi, how's
I don't like.
doing? Good?
I don't like being
You can
mean,
appear on
but
screen
why?
and video chat while playing a game.
Why? Why does this exist?
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
There you go. I bet you like Can you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
I saw a screenshot. Okay. I saw a screenshot of this. Somebody sent me a screenshot of this. And I assumed it was like, oh, they can take your photo. We can take your photo. You can use it as like a player icon now. Not a live video feed.
Using game
At
chat.
280p.
Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room.
So they're in the same room. Why do they
Compete in
need...
online multiplayer games? Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition.
Oh my god.
Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere.
This is
Game
one of
chat.
those ideas where they're like, it sounds interesting.
What did you think? In developing
But,
Game Chat,
our
our goal was for you to enjoy playing
just not-
online
okay,
with
I'll be right
others
back,
more
guys.
closely,
Hold on.
including
I'll be right
family
back.
and friends.
Because I'm sick, guys, doctor says I have to drink a lot of fluids, but drinks just go through me really fast, so I have to use the bathroom a lot.
Almost as if you're all playing together in the
So,
same place.
this idea is like a 3 out of 10.
The camera you saw in the trailer is
It's
the
a
Nintendo Switch 2
nice
camera,
idea.
which will be
It's
available
helpful
on
if
the
you're
same
like
day as
5.
Switch 2.
The piss, I know. This is like a good idea if you're like 5 and your only friends are like the people you 1v1 in Mario Kart. But at the same time,
for a limited time.
I can't wait
We
to
hope you'll
not
try
use
it
this
out.
feature.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required.
Okay,
when a
yeah.
child wants to use
BJR, you
Game
can be
Chat to play
friends with
their
Goomba, Spike, and Boo, but not
introduce
Koopa.
another new experience
No
to share with family and
Koopas.
friends.
Despite the fact they are technically overgrown
On Nintendo
Koopas.
Switch, even if you just have one game, you
Okay,
can pass a
wait.
Joy-Con controller.
Are like because the Koopa kids, BJR and Bowser are technically the same species as like Koopas, but also like Sledge Bros and Hammer Bros are also Koopas. Is it like a royalty thing? Like royal blood? Like royal bloodline? That's why they're like bigger and have spikes and can breathe fire? Compared to like as I always thought of it as like green versus red versus blue versus yellow Koopas, or like an eye color type thing, where like some Koopas are green and some are red. Those are the common colors. Then you have blue Koopas, which are like a lesser common color, and sometimes maybe they're like royal or something, and the yellow ones are even rarer. But like, I don't know how that kind of stuff works. If I keep pausing and talking about this kind of stuff, I'm never gonna get through this.
You can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with GameShare. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game.
That's just DSi download. That's like what they did in the DS era with some games. Like I know some games like if you had if I had Mario Kart, but my friends didn't have Mario Kart, they could play Mario Kart with me, but they had to play a Shy Guy. They were forced to play a Shy Guy. Some of the games you both needed to have the game. Some of the games not everybody had to have, which was like pretty interesting. Like I think Mario, you could play the mini game. No, both people had to have it to play the mini games together, but you didn't have to have both to play the PvP star mode, which is pretty interesting.
With GameShare,
I always wanted to get like a group of 4 people to do it with, because you could play as like, I think Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi if you had 4 people, but I never was like able to see it because or was it Yoshi? I know back in the DS era it was like Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi, like it was on like Mario 64 DS.
Also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
Clubhouse Games, I can't wait to play all of them.
Games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
That's my favorite Nintendo polyamorous Yaoi couple.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to
7.9 inches.
The system's thickness remains the same.
Same girth, but longer.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
I don't mean to like laugh.
You can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Wow. Isn't that just great? Japan, buddy. Okay, you know what? I'm wrong, never mind. I was about to laugh, be like, the Steam Deck. No, it doesn't. I guess I have an OLED screen though. I don't seem to care, but still.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
That's nice.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas.
Just to make it all OLED. Just make all Switch 2s OLED. Why do they have to do? I don't care if it costs an extra like $100. People are going to buy it.
Firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
You know, that's actually a good... I like that, how they made that much better.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
I was making dick jokes about it at first, but now I'm not.
Can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
That's actually sick. That's actually pretty cool.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
That's actually pretty cool.
It has a built-in microphone.
Yeah, you guys
can
mentioned
voice
that
chat
before.
with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
That's pretty
Place
nice.
your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
That's good.
It's handy
very
for
good.
connecting a USB-C camera
Or
charging
the
in tabletop
charger. Yeah, the charger.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes
That
of
I know
internal
that's like the
storage,
whole thing about
8
Super
times
Mario
that of
Sunshine,
Nintendo
isn't it?
Switch.
Bowser
storing your game
kidnapping
downloads,
Peach so
save
BJR
data,
can have
and more.
a mom.
Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
That's good. You know, that's actually very good.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo
Mario
Switch
Odyssey,
games.
let's
Physical and digital
go!
games are supported.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the
Metal,
Switch 2
please do your
hardware,
job.
we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
Really?
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls.
This is gonna be Game
And
of
when
the Year
combined with the gyroscopes,
2025.
You can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
If you guys
Combining the
understand
mouse
why I'm
controls
saying,
and
if you guys don't
gyroscopes,
understand
things
why
like
I'm
this
saying
are
that, I can
possible.
tell you.
There are
But
secrets
pretty
to
much it's
discover
because
even as you're
Astrobot
playing
won
minigames
last
and tech
year,
demos.
which means
Some of the secrets range
this
from the unique features
tech
of the
demo,
system
like, this is really
to
just a
tiny
tech demo
details you
game,
might not notice
is
until
going
they're
to
pointed
win
out.
Game of the
There are
Year
plenty.
because Astrobot did.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo
A
Switch
pa-
2.
oh.
So please.
No, this should okay. Astrobot is basically just a is basically a game for the PS5 to teach like little kids how to play games on the PS5. Nintendo Switch Tour should come with the Switch so you can learn how it works and stuff, as the same way Astrobot should. Because I'm not getting into this again. None of you guys care even watching anyway.
Please check it out if you're interested.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Hello, Madam Bone. Welcome to
Additionally,
stream.
to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
All right.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you
Understandable.
all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
If they did it with Mario Odyssey, I'd be fine with it.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The
Please
upgrade
do that with
expands on the
Mario
base
Odyssey.
game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory. All of which can
I'm
be
never gonna
accessed
play
on
those
Switch 2.
games.
Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, go, and compete in other minigames using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on
Why is that?
the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Hold on.
Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
There we go.
When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station? From minigames that use a camera, the built-in microphone.
It's all gonna be Mario Wonder stuff now, and they've completely forgotten about Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games. Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild
Okay,
and The Legend of Zelda
understandable,
Tears of the
understandable.
Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant.
Come on, just do that with Mario Odyssey, please. Please.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
Don't even have to add
This new
anything
feature can be accessed
new.
via the Nintendo Switch app or
Just,
smart devices. It's a
just
game-specific
make it
service that's
slightly
exclusive
more
to the Switch 2
HD.
editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Or, you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game. We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable. In
Kirby and the
Forgotten
Forgotten
Land, you'll be able to
Land.
enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
It's actually pretty cool.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
It's not even gonna be out until the Nintendo Switch 2 is out.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokémon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2
This
edition
isn't
as
gonna
well.
be out until the Nintendo
By
Switch
taking
2
advantage
is
of the power
already
of Switch
out.
2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And physical and digital.
So, these are all like Nintendo's biggest franchises. You know, Kirby, Metroid, Pokemon, Zelda, and Mario. And they do the current main series game for them, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Metroid Prime 4, which hasn't even released yet and won't release until after the Switch 2 is out, and Legend ZA. And instead of, you know, I wouldn't even be as bad if they did it to Mario Wonder, because that is like the current new Mario game, but Mario Odyssey, I don't care. I mean, I do care because that's stupid, but like, if it's like for like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, if I'm paying an extra like $10 to upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 version, well, that's just pretty much paying for DLC. Like the Mario Party Jamboree, I don't think it's that bad, because that's like adding more stuff. That's like pretty much just DLC content. Same thing, like Kirby and Mario Party. That's just DLC combat content. The other ones aren't really adding anything. Stupid. Yes, Cat. Yes, yes.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to
I have
playing
not
Nintendo
yet.
Switch 2 edition games.
Is it better than the
I've looked into this brand new game featuring mouse controls with the
520
Joy-Con 2
Blue
controllers.
Gunner?
Please take a look.
I assume so, since it was a Paragon. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't played Balloons in a bit. Wheelchair basketball. Are these people? Or are those robots? Because if they're robots, that's just stupid. Because they didn't program the robots to be able to
Next, here are some
walk.
games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lands between.
I'm just saying, I haven't seen a single thing yet that's made me actually want to like get the Switch 2. Only if Cappy is in Mario Kart World, then I'll get the Switch 2 and play it. Otherwise, there's nothing enticing me right now.
The rays of grace that guide you through your
I don't care about Soulsborne games, I'm sorry.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
What?
Hey, I'm Greg Kasabin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades
I-
2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Cool, Hades 2, I can play it on Steam. On my Steam Deck. I grew up with a Nintendo, I grew up on the Wii. I grew up... I said I don't play Souls-like games. I don't. I do not enjoy them, Catsick VG. But I grew up on the Wii, I grew up on the Wii U, I grew up on the DS and the 3DS, on the Nintendo Switch. But as an adult, I'm on PC, I'm on the Steam Deck, and I'm on PC.
Initiating arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing.
Why not? Why Lies of Waluigi? Like, you know, every game could have Waluigi in it, but they're too afraid to. And every Nintendo game could have Waluigi in it, but they're even more afraid to. Because they're afraid that if Waluigi is the main character of a game, it will not only be Game of the Year, it will not only be Game of the Decade, it will not only be Game of the Century, but it will be the game of all time. The greatest game of all time. If Waluigi's the main character. So, maybe Lies of Waluigi or Elden Waluigi, maybe I'll play it. But Elden Ring? Like, is it a really old ring or something? Lies of P? Pinocchio? Is P Pinocchio? Is Pinocchio, like, lying? Then using his giant nose as a sword?
All children bring hope to our lives, don't they?
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is
I
very
heard
much
good
like
things about Split
you play as Neil,
Fiction,
who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together,
but I don't
you get
want to
to
play
stories.
Split
It's up to
Fiction.
you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this.
I don't
If you
care.
like It Takes Two,
I
you're gonna love this one, trust me.
I want to play It Takes Two to divorce my friend. I'm gonna play It Takes Two to divorce one of my friends.
Both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
I don't
EA
care.
Sports, it's in the game.
Just
Hi, I'm Alan Chu from Avalanche Software.
you play video games to do things that are you play video games to do things you can't do in real life. So just get some friends. So just get some friends and play soccer or football or American football. Okay, Waluigi is the most unlucky person. Luigi is a copy of Mario. Wario is the opposite. Waluigi is a copy of an opposite of Mario. Without Mario, Luigi, and Waluigi existence, they would not... Without Mario, Luigi, and Wario... Yeah. Okay, I have this theory about Waluigi, and it's the fact that the reason why there isn't a Waluigi game is because he does not want to go on an adventure. Like, it is stated that Wario and Waluigi are just, like, friends. They aren't brothers like Mario and Luigi. And it's because Waluigi just showed up to play tennis one day. So, that's just how they kind of met. But, the thing about it is, Mario does not always want to go on the adventure. He does to save the princess, to save the day. Luigi always wants to be included on the adventure, but not always. Which means whenever Wario goes on his adventure and asks Waluigi, Waluigi being the opposite of Luigi, doesn't want to go on the adventure. He probably wants to stay at home and read a good book. Maybe he wants to catch up on the Lord of the Rings books. Maybe he's into anime. But what we know is that him being the opposite of Luigi means he probably does not really want to go on adventures the same way that Luigi does. But yeah. But, so Waluigi is a copy and an opposite of Mario. But yeah. Yeah, Waluigi definitely is a house husband. Like it is, like, obviously Mario likes the adventures, but he would not do half of the adventures if it weren't for the fact that there was, like, Bowser's causing a problem, or he needs to, Cat, thank you for gifting a sub to Metal. But yeah, like, Mario does like the adventures, but he wouldn't do most of them if there wasn't, like, Princess Peach or Bowser causing a problem. Luigi always wants to be included on the adventures. Opposites. With that being said, no, because because Daisy is like... Hold on, I'll be right back, guys.
We're bringing fans together across the
I thought I'd go back to normal. My mouse just died, isn't that great? But, yeah. Waluigi probably doesn't want to go on an adventure. He probably wants to do his own thing.
The world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce the
I was Anya earlier, because you can't really see my reactions to stuff as well when I'm like this, because you can't see my eyes, you can barely see my mouth, because my mouth doesn't move much.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions,
Don't
you'll be
care.
immersed in a wizarding world like never before.
Don't
And the mouse
care.
controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure.
Don't
Discover the
care.
enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Wow. Isn't Tony Hawk like really old now? I mean, obviously. I mean, people get older. He had like 3 good brand deals, and now he's a multi-millionaire.
Hello, this is Christian Elberdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
Ooh, actually?
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission
That is
progresses
actually
will
pretty
vary
cool.
depending
I
on
might
your
play this. I've been wanting to play the
will release on
Hitman
the same day
games.
as
The
Switch
Hitman
2.
games are pretty fun.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Don't tell me. The name's Bond. James Bond.
The world's greatest spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
That's actually really cool. Not Squeenix.
That never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy.
Honestly, Squeenix needs to make Battle in Wonderworld 2. Ooh, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. I saw Basil posting about this in his server, so I'm not surprised I talked about Yakuza in this, and I'm not surprised because Basil was like #1 Yakuza fan.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Ooh. AAA Game Studio. What an on of those name.
Joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface. Their union led to a
Hylians.
great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would.
I understand that, like, in modern day, I understand in modern day, Mario is still, like, the mascot of Nintendo, but everybody, like, loves, Legend of Zelda more now. But,
That must mean this really is the past.
oh, cool, so it's an in-between game. It's the game that comes between, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wario, into, Tears of the Kingdom. I have never played, a Legend of Zelda game, as you guys can tell. Coming this winter.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games, with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
Untold, but it's still
And
being
now,
told
some
here.
news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can
Enjoy
a
in
new
heavy
membership benefit
quotation
exclusively on Switch
marks.
2. Please take a look at this.
Punk.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new
GameCube.
classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released
I'm
in 2001.
afraid
Here
of when they get to the retro games that I grew up with. Like, they're like, coming to Nintendo Switch Online, we're giving you the classics of the Nintendo DS. I'm gonna start getting gray hairs that day. Because I had a DS when I was a kid. I remember playing on my DS. I remember the games I played on my DS.
are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX.
That's actually pretty
Games that support
cool.
multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally.
F-Zero.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the
That's a
original release.
lot of words, Magic
You can
Man.
also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking. more titles will be added in the future.
I don't know if I'm gonna read that all. I have to
Nintendo
kind of
GameCube,
focus on
Nintendo
reacting
Classics, the Switch
content
2
to what's in
exclusive
front
game
of me.
library coming to Nintendo Switch Online
This is
plus
the
expansion
first
pack.
time I've ever done
Launches the same
reaction
day as the hardware
content
release.
on my channel, I
And a
think.
dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a
Hold
C
on.
button to quickly access Game Chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo
Why
Switch
was that
Online
there?
members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the system shown here on Nintendo
Isn't
Switch 2.
Yakuza supposed to be
Okay, let's
very
see some
like
more games from
silly
our
and
publishing
comedic?
development partners.
Oh, it's you. I honestly, 2 years ago, Shroomy would be popping the fuck off for this. I, used to be a really, really big Undertale and Deltarune fan. I have very, like, you can still see the roots of that, me having a very, Undertale-esque monster design, where I'm very humanoid, but with inhuman qualities attached to me, with like how I look. It's a somewhat Undertale-y design. I would not lie if somebody said that, but I don't care. I don't care about Deltarune anymore. I might play it. Ironically, I teased playing Deltarune a long while ago. Like that one time when I sent a picture of like me holding those glasses in front of my computer. I teased playing Deltarune, but I had zero plans of playing it, and I still have zero plans of playing it, and I'm not going to. I technically I already did play chapter 1 and 2. I meant like stream it. I have zero plans on streaming Deltarune. I just don't want to. I've kind of just grown out of it. Music fades. Wait. Spamton! Okay, I really like that. I will not discredit the fact that, like, Toby Fox is still one of my favorite, like, game devs and, composers, because, for one, like, a lot of, like, it's really, like, a very, like, Undertale-y thing, where a lot of there's not very many custom sprites used. A lot of them just have, like, a singular sprite sheet, like Sans. In his overworld, has his looking each direction sprite, has, I think, his shrug one, and has, like, maybe 2 additional expressions, and he's very static with that, while characters like, Papyrus, even in his overworld sprite, he does, like, move around a bit, he does change up a bit, and especially in his, like, face sprite. And so, like, I know Undertale isn't as grand of a game as Deltarune, and I know a lot about Deltarune. I know how, the reason why is a lot of references to Deltarune and Undertale is because, Toby Fox had made plans for Deltarune before Undertale. Like, he had the idea for a lot of the characters, some of the designs and stuff, before Undertale, because, like, he saw, like, for mostly chapter 1 stuff, I believe, stuff like the card characters and stuff, he saw those designs, and he had, like, those characters in his head ready, but, looks good, all the custom sprites, all that kind of fun stuff, looks nice, and I am going to play it, or at least watch somebody play it, and I'll probably enjoy it, but, I am, as a, I don't care about,
Borderlands game will launch on
I say I don't care, and I pause stream to talk about it.
Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back.
Loot and shoot your way through a world filled
I
with
played
wild
Borderlands
animals,
3
and
for like 2
We're
hours.
still in development, and it's already the most
I don't
ambitious Borderlands
care.
game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of
Guys, I'm sorry for accidentally focusing on the reacting to what I'm watching and not what you guys are saying in chat. I'm sorry about that. I am now going to have a very heavy reaction for Civilization 7, I think? That's 7, right? Keep in mind, I have never played a single Civilization game in my life. I don't think I've ever seen gameplay for a Civilization game in my life, except for the fact I think Gandhi likes to throw nukes in one of the games a lot. I think I heard that somewhere, that Gandhi likes to throw around a lot of nukes, if I'm correct. In Civilization. I am now going to react to Civilization 7.
Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history.
That is so cool looking, guys. They're on war elephants. And look at them. They're on armor. That looks like the armor the guards wear in Skyrim. In that one main city.
The new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience.
Wow! They've been advertising these mouse controllers for the Nintendo Switch 2, but you can use it to play Civilization 7.
Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2.
The same day as Switch 2? June 5th? I'm excited. I can't wait to buy my Nintendo Switch 2 to play Civilization 7 on the Nintendo Switch 2 and use their new intuitive mouse controls with their Joy-Cons.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade.
You have to buy the upgrade, but you know what? I think that's okay. You know what? I'll let it slide for once.
And we have even more news from 2K.
You do?
I'm Lionel James. And I'm Dan Bishop. Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Wow!
Plus,
WWE 2K and NBA 2K.
4 kids by this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but
Wow.
youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible hysteria.
I am reacting right now. 4 kids collecting materials on an island. Cook and eat. That is so cool. Exactly, Metal, exactly.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time for home.
Survival
I'm Dave Crooks from
kids.
Dodgeball. Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
Ooh, Enter the
Countless bullets
Gungeon.
and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike diversity.
2.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. And you can expect some fan favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
I'm glad to know about the existence of Enter the Gun. I actually kind of want to play Enter the Gungeon. Like, to be genuine and drop the reactor facade, I do want to play Enter the Gungeon. It looks very cool. I am like, I do enjoy bullet hells most of the time. Although, I don't know. You know, I've played a couple of them and I've enjoyed all the ones I've played. Spacemen on an alien planet. Look at that. That one just walked out of the water, but doesn't look wet at all. They must have advanced suits. Star Seeker. Astroneer expansion.
from the Break Thread. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time.
Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition for the Nintendo Switch 2. You know, I haven't played Cyberpunk 2077 yet, but I can't wait to play Cyberpunk 2077 on my Nintendo Switch 2 when it releases on June 5th. I realize that the way I'm talking about it now, I sound like I'm sponsored by Nintendo and I'm being forced to say this stuff. I'm not. Obviously not. Like, with the way I've been, like, dogging on them for the first half of this, I'm obviously not sponsored, and I'm never going to be sponsored by them. I don't care about Final Fantasy. If this is in Game of the Year, whenever in the year it comes out, I will be disappointed. Cool. Path of the Goddess. Hollow Knight Silksong, a game I could care even less about. I don't even have words to say how little I care about them. 2 Point I can't wait for 2 Point Museum. Wild Hearts. Wow. Which? Puyo Puyo. Tetris 25. Rune Factor. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know how to, like, keep up the facade of, wow. Game. Shadow Labyrinth. I want to play Shadow Labyrinth, never mind. Shadow Labyrinth, yeah. Wait. Real Enamel. I'm playing that. I'm playing that game. You guys know what one of my favorite games is, right? Little Nightmares, that series. This looks very Little Nightmares, so I'm going to play this. I don't know if I'm going to like it as much. Yeah, it is a Little Nightmares 2 knockoff, but it does look good. It's slightly more cartoonish. Like, Little Nightmares 2 is very grotesque and real looking compared to this. But ads in 20 seconds, but you're subbed metal, so it doesn't matter. But that does look good. It does look a little I'm gonna say it looks a little creepy, but then there's like this upbeat music with it, so it's like it's hard to like see its creepiness, but I like that. That looks cool. Hopefully it's like, okay, they're not going to show any gameplay for it, but I've been looking forward to like Little Nightmares 3 for a very long time since they've started like teasing it. I want to play Low and Alone. It's going to be real 2-player. Like Little Nightmares 1 single player. Little Nightmares 2 is also single player, but you had I'm just going to, I don't care about spoiling. You had 6 following you around for it, and then you would do puzzles together, or you would save her, and in the end, I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but I'm gonna tell you it's a prequel to Little Nightmares 1, and Little Nightmares, we'll watch Little Nightmares 3 trailer at the end of this. Hopefully this is like actually, and then Little Nightmares 3 is actually gonna be co-op. Fortnite! I can't wait to play Fortnite on my Nintendo Switch too. Tamagotchi Plaza. Human Fall Flat 2 would be fun.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn a wheel and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Handhold? That was so lewd. It was hand-holding. The graphics of this game looks good. Bloodborne 2 looking at, yeah. This looks like a Soulsborne game. I'm not gonna. I don't care. I don't care about it. Oh, yeah, I could tell it's a FromSoft game. I can just like look at it and tell it's a FromSoft game. FromSoft, I will say, mad respect to FromSoft. Like their games are actually phenomenal and amazing. It's just I don't like that genre of game. It's the same thing when like saying, yeah, this movie is a complete piece of art. It's a perfect, but it's just not my type of movie. Like, it's like that type of thing where this is phenomenal looking. I have watched gameplay of like their games and I have enjoyed watching it. It's just not the thing for me. But I have like mad respect for them because they have like a perfect style.
I pray that you are able
He's got
to carry off.
like I rarely like it when games look real or realistic, like how they make the characters look pretty real looking. But I do like it in this because of they're not using just human characters. They're making monsterish characters, but then making them monstrous but also look realistic. But that's also a stylistic choice because these aren't real things, which means they can't look realistic. Matthew 5487, welcome. It's like yeah. It's going good. Just reacting to the direct.
And one alone.
The Dusk Bloods. That's pretty cool looking. I'm not gonna play it because it's just this isn't my genre of games, but it does look really good. 2026.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software.
Yep. I didn't watch it this morning because
We'll be
I was at
publishing a
work.
creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
Yeah, definitely. The guy who rolls up in just
In addition to what you saw
pajamas
today,
will
our
be the
partners are working
hardest
on many
guy to
games coming
fight.
Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
You have my attention, Nintendo. I am an enjoyer of the pink puffball. I've just been sick, so work has not been very fun. Ooh, wait, is it gonna be a new Kirby? Yes! A new Kirby Air Riders. Directed by Sakurai himself! That's okay. To any of you guys who don't know, Masahiro Sakurai is probably as famous as Miyamoto because one, he's like the original creator of Kirby, and two, he's the director of the Smash Bros series, and you know, that is a thing, alright. It's also kind of ironic how, like, in half the games, Kirby is kind of trash, despite the fact he is, Sakurai's child. So seeing Sakurai coming out to direct the latest Kirby game is awesome. And thank you, Matthew, for the kind words.
Kirby
Yeah,
Air Ride, which
I
originally
assume
released on the Nintendo Game System
assumed
over 20 years
most
ago,
of you
is getting a
guys would
brand new
be.
game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby
But,
Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
You know.
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Yeah, Sakurai birthed Kirby. Monkey, monkey. As a child, I yearned for the mines. Chicken jockey. Lit in steel. Dinky dong. You know, is it like an open world DK game? Or is it like a 3D DK game? Yeah, nobody's gonna be excited for the price. Wait. Is he an overall? Don't tell me they put pants on him. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Okay, good. He doesn't always wear pants. Okay.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just
Okay.
about everything.
You better be able to take those pants off. Because nobody wants to play a DK game when he's wearing pants.
As you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
His Donkey Dong is Donkey
To recap,
God.
Nintendo Switch 2
Yes.
launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World. For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
I'm probably gonna get, if I get it, I'm gonna get the one with a
We
Mario
covered a lot
Kart
of
World.
information, but that's all we have to share for today. You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We're very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.
I understand it's gonna be $500, but the Switch was like $300, I think. I know mine was because I got the bundle with Mario Odyssey. So now, like, better hardware and stuff, it costs. It's gonna be fine. Like, isn't like the getting it for my birthday since it comes in 11 days. Oh, that's yeah, Little Night. Okay, we're gonna do my final thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2. I do like the concept of the new upcoming Mario Kart game. I really like the concept. I would just be heavily disappointed if they let's go back to that one screen. That one screen I spent 10 minutes on.
Hello, everyone.
Why are you
I'm
taking
Koichi
forever to
Kawamoto.
load?
For Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for
Yeah, the
Nintendo Switch 2.
pre-orders.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Right here, okay. Well, we talked about it earlier. They're having what's that guy's name again? I have to scroll all the way up because we said it earlier. Bitty Bud. They're adding in Bitty Bud as a playable character. They're adding in most of these. It looks most of the I do like how they're like expanding on it being less of a kart racing game and more of a kart game, because you can do more than just race now, which is really nice. But like, they have Goomba and Goomba. They have the penguin, looks like the penguin from Mario 64. They have Bitty Bud as playable characters. Now, you know what? I'm not upset about the fact that they have Spike right here. They have Spike right here next to Waluigi. They've got Koopa and Goomba. You know, Koopas and Goombas, they deserve to be a part of the kart racer, but if they don't have my boy Cappy, if they don't have this is like Cappy, I talked about this earlier, my favorite Mario character, of all the games, of all the franchises, right here. Right here. This right here is perfect. Do this, Nintendo, please. Please, Nintendo, please. I'm begging you, Nintendo. This is all I could ever dream of. In a Mario Kart game, this is what we need. I love this image right here. I'm gonna make love to this image later. I'm kidding, by the way. But yeah, their whole hardware segment talking about like all their cool stuff is it's a big fat if, but they really should, because like he was mega relevant back when Odyssey came out, but then nothing came out around that time to have him in it. I can't wait for Welcome Tour to be Game of the Year this year. And the reason I say that is oh, I mean, if they're adding Cappy, they should have Tiara too. But the odds of them adding Tiara are lower than the odds of them adding Cappy, which are lower than Chris Pratt voicing Mario in a Mario game, let alone yeah, but the reason why I joke about this being Game of the Year this year is because last year Astrobot won Game of the Year. And to me and to a lot of people, Astrobot was a glorified tech demo game that shows off different IPs and how to play games. Like Astrobot really just felt like a game that teaches young kids how to play different games on the PS5. Yeah, was it the first game on the PS5? Okay. But it's fine, but seriously, if a game that's basically just a glorified this is how you play games on the PS5. The PS5 has no games, but that doesn't mean there has to be Game of the Year. Which kind of sucks. They just took character from the PS4 Playroom, made it a full game. Exactly! Exactly! That's all they did. So why don't we, So, Welcome Tour is a paid digital game that all it does is teach you about the Nintendo Switch and its hardware. Game of the Year right there. This is greedy, honestly. Being able to play your games on the Switch 2 after paying an extra fee. Okay, it depends. Okay, I will say I think Black Myth Wukong should have won. I personally wanted Balatro to win, but I also had not actually played Balatro until 2025. But I really wished that Balatro won, just to like really show that indie games are like amazing, phenomenal games. They aren't like, they don't have to be AAA, realistic graphics, hours and hours of like gameplay story. Just a simple roguelike strategy deck builder. It's fun, it's easy, but you know what? I think between the two of them, It could have gone to one of the two. Yeah, it's interesting. I love playing it. I still play it. I play it on both my phone and on my computer. But if Black Myth Wukong won over Balatro, I would not have been upset. If Balatro won over Black Myth Wukong, I would be happy. But still, I hadn't I hadn't even played Balatro until this year, like 2 months ago. Jeez, it's been a long time. But like, even then, I'm like, yeah, it's a great game. But I really think that half of the games that were on Game of the Year last year should not have been there. Like Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree should not have been there, even despite the fact it's a deal. Like, one, it's a DLC, so it shouldn't be on Game of the Year. And two, Elden Ring already won Game of the Year. It doesn't need to win again. Game Awards are journalists. They're paid off by companies to give them better reviews. Yeah, for the you know what, Metal, you're right. But also, that's not true for most games. But, that's definitely would not be true for something like Balatro. Because the Balatro team, which I think is like a few people, I think, because it's an indie, I might be wrong. I just assume every indie game has like 3 people working on it, but, is an indie game, so it probably did not have the funds to pay off journalists, which just means that's a damn good game. Yeah, but also Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was also nominated for Game of the Year last year. I could see because it's a brand new game, but it's a remake. I don't think it should. I think it should be in its own category of Best Remake of the Year, but I don't think it should have been in Best Game of the Year. I bet it was a good game. I've never been much on Final Fantasy, but I don't think it should have been included in Game of the Year just because it's basically a remake with some DLC. That's really all it is. I know it like adds some stuff and it revamps the graphics, but yeah, you know, Metal, you're right about that. They'll beg for money and threaten a bad review, but I don't think a DLC or a remake should be a part of Game of the Year. Or a remaster, which I guess a remake is just shot for shot remaking it, while a remaster adds extra content. But either way, I don't think a remaster or a remake should be a contender for Game of the Year. I think if neither of those two were on the docket for Game of the Year, the results would have been different, which a lot of people would say they wouldn't be different because, you know, wouldn't matter because neither of them won, but people still voted for both of them. That means that the people who voted for them, who still want to vote for Game of the Year, would have voted for something else. I bet, honestly, I bet if those two weren't there, I bet Black Myth Wukong would have won. No, a remake is not okay. A remaster is slightly more okay, because a remake would be a shot-for-shot remake, I think, and then a remaster would be adding new content. Either way, I wouldn't want either on Game of the Year. But, I have a feeling that if neither of those two... I have a feeling that if neither of those two were, like, there... Oh, thank you and welcome to stream. Laughing Style. Sorry, I'm bad at reading names. Welcome, welcome. Remake is remaking the game from the ground up. Remaster is just making... Okay. You know what? Laughing Style. Welcome, welcome. I read it as Daphne Style because I'm a bit of a Scooby-Doo fan. But Laughing Style. Okay, so remaking it from the ground up, remasters. Okay, then you know what? A remake would be better. If you want to talk to the bees, PS5 Pro, we're just thinking about. Honestly, AAA games and like all this stuff is just corporate greed. Like, to any of you guys who missed it, which you probably already saw it, Metroid 4 has not come out yet. and it's not going to come out until after the Nintendo Switch 2 releases. It's going to release to the Nintendo Switch. And then after that, they're going to release it to the Nintendo Switch 2 that you can play for an extra fee. You know how greedy that is? Okay. At first, I was like, you know what? That's not the worst. Okay, so they really bait you with it, because when they talk about the there being a fee to move your games from the no, it did. When they talked about there being a slight fee, which, like, yeah, hold on.
Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Okay, listen.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
But you know what? When they first said that, I was like, you know what? That's pretty fair, because they're pretty much just making it they're pretty much just making DLC content. Like, they're adding entire new game modes and entirely, like, new content to the game, but you can only access for the okay, you have to pay for the upgrade to Switch 2, which is kind of stupid. But with that, they're adding DLC to it. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. You know what? If it's like a $5, $10, even $20 upgrade, I would not be. I don't own Jamboree, so it doesn't matter. But if I did, I would not be too upset, because they're adding DLC content to it. But now we go forward a bit. How far forward do I have to go?
Games. Games you just saw.
So these are all games that are on the Nintendo Switch. Keep in mind, Metroid Prime 4 and Legend ZA have not released yet, and they're not going to release until after the Switch 2, but they are being released to the Nintendo Switch, are going to have a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
That's a little stupid. I don't... Okay, so for Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby Forgotten Land is not the most egregious thing, depending on the price, because both of them are getting DLC. Like, if we go back to
Nintendo Switch 2 edition game.
This it's getting, so Mario Party Jamboree is getting TV, which adds 2 new modes, which probably add like maybe 50 new mini games total. And Mario Party Jamboree already has like 100 mini games in it. So I'd say paying a little bit extra, $5, $10, maybe even $20, isn't the worst thing. And Kirby and the Forgotten Land is getting a what's it called? The Star-Crossed World DLC, which I think does not add new levels. I think that adds to old levels, like new stuff. Okay, I pay a little bit extra. But Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, you know what DLC they get? They get a notepad, a part of the Nintendo Switch app that you can only access by paying for the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. You know how stupid that is? Oh my god, guys. We are nearing 3 hours. We're gonna watch Little Nightmares 3 now. Ending thoughts. Cool games being added. Deltarune. Me 3 years ago, I would be so hyped. Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. I've kind of grown out of it. Don't really care. Civilization 7, the game I am so excited. Okay, to any of you guys who weren't here, I was like kind of like saying how like bored I was because there wasn't anything I was interested in. So I'm like, I'm gonna pretend to enjoy the next game, and then it was Civilization 7. So for the entire reveal of Civilization 7, I pretended to be like super interested. Wow, these mechanics look great. But yeah, nothing that they haven't already shown here. Like, okay, Human Fall Flat 2. I played Human Fall Flat 1 and I liked it. They showed the new Pac-Man-ish game. And then they showed like another like game. And then there's Kirby Air Ride and that. We're gonna look at Little Nightmares. You guys see, I'm a big fan of this.
Peggy 16.
I already watched this, but we're gonna watch this together. So for one, this guy is low, this girl is alone. That's their names. She's alone, he is low. It's a co-op multiplayer experience. Or you can play it single player. So, like, it's creepy and grotesque looking. The inhabitants. Yeah. This one is gonna be a real co-op. Little Nightmares 2 had like 6 there for some puzzles, but she wasn't controlled by another player. This will be like actual player and player co-op. Little Nightmares 3. We're gonna watch this trailer too. I think this is the first trailer. This trailer looks silly. There's been multiple trailers for the game. You're right, Metal. Modern games love their gliders. They just love their gliders. It was. I could go into detail. Do you guys want me to go into detail in Little Nightmares lore? Because I'm being genuine when I say, Little Nightmares 3, 2024. This one said 2025. I'll keep it brief. pretty much it's revealed in a YouTube audio series called The Sound of Nightmares, where pretty much the world we see in the video games of Little Nightmares is not the real world. It's a sort of dream world that pretty much children in their sleep are completely transferred to. It isn't a place they see in their dreams. They disappear from the real world and they're there. And they're small and they're powerless. That's why they have like typical human proportions, but are like less than a foot tall. While in the real world, if an adult becomes very evil and corrupt, they will also be brought to that world. Just as you see there, they're not small and insignificant, they have power. There's a theory that because there is a doctor like character in Little Nightmares 2 and in The Sound of Nightmares, it takes place pretty much in a mental hospital where this one girl has been through a lot and is now talking to this doctor about it. And I think it seems very like early 1900s-y from the way they talk about stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's just modern day because he uses like at the end of the series he uses like this like machine to pretty much put her to sleep kind of and be able to see into the universe of that. It is very much a dream / alternate universe. But pretty much in the world of Little Nightmares, damn. A full gameplay they did like multiple of those like full gameplay demos of like certain areas, but pretty much the Little Nightmares world is split into two. The real world that we live in and the nightmare world that children have no power in while the adults do. Many of them more power than others, as you can see with someone like, is that the ferryman? No, that's not the ferryman. You wouldn't know. There's a character called the ferryman. Ferryman. He's the only like good adult. He ferries them around in a little rickety boat. Hard to explain. I'm not gonna go into it here, but the sound of Nightmares. You see, I've already searched it. Sound of Nightmares. The Sound of Nightmares is a 6-episode audio podcast where it's literally just why is it in reverse? It's also really cool because they did it in like a bunch of different languages too. Like if we go to this one, they have it in like 7. They have like a bunch of different languages here, so like anybody can experience it, which I think is really cool. This is like official Bandai Namco. You guys know the same people who made Pac-Man are the same people who also are technically the owners of Little Nightmares. And the Sound of Nightmares really shows another side of it because it talks about other characters and other children in a different way, showing that they're there and that they're present and why we don't see them. It also shows why that in the games, if you ever die, whether you fall off or something, when you respawn, you're laying on the ground and you sort of wake up. It's because you kind of are just waking back up. So cool and it's so interesting. If you guys have a couple hours, just listen to it. Even if you are not a fan or don't understand the lore of Little Nightmares, I think you would enjoy it and you would like it. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm sorry, Metal, for not watching the thing. I need to I work tomorrow and I haven't okay. I have to admit, we're 3 hours into the stream Oh wait, Metal, you wanted me to watch, what was it? What did you want me to watch? Um, what was it you wanted me to watch, Metal? I'll watch it now. Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F. This one, I think. You're lying, aren't you? You really think you can fool Hinako? Hinako's dead, okay. Why am I giving her that voice?
Hinako はお友達といつまでも一緒にいたい。お友達は永遠じゃないのよ。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？天秤にかける価値があるかどうか、しっかりと判断しなさい。ここにいる気なの？自分でもおかしいと思うの。自分で自分がわからない感じ。自分の気持ちが自分で理解できない。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。ひなこ、もう時間がないのよ。あなたが生かされたということは
Hello, Smoke. You've come in at the end of the stream.
迷いがあるということなのね。あなたがそれに悩める時間もう尽きかけている。あなたは誰なの？さっきからなんで何もわからないふりをしているの？私はね、あんたをすぐに殺すこともできたんだよ。全部奪ったな。全部私から奪ったな。
That actually looks pretty interesting.
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せ
I've
を
always
掴んでくれ
been
ることを
I've liked horror as a genre, but I've never really liked the I'm just gonna put it blankly. I don't like jump scare horror. It's stupid. It's not scary because all it has is startling, you know. I am not like if I play FNAF, I might jump at it, not because I'm scared, but because I'm startled by it, you know. I'm not expecting it, you know. The same way that if I turn a corner and somebody's there, I'm not expecting them to see there. I might get startled by them. I'm not scared of it. I'm just not expecting it. That's why I like stuff like Junji Ito. I like Little Nightmares, where it takes the horror genre, but it's not jump scare horror. It's a creepy overtone. It's a creepy world. Everything about, like, I'm not scared of them, but, like, I don't know if you guys have ever read anything of Junji Ito's works, but he actually does kind of have jump scare horror in his manga. in the sense that, like, if there's something extremely creepy or grotesque he wants you to be creeped out or scared of, he will intentionally make a scene take slightly longer so it fills up a page. So when you turn the page, it might be a full, both pages just full of something creepy and grotesque. Or he will just have it as, like, the next few panels of the next page when you're least expecting it, you know? It's not startling you because it's like you were not expecting it, but it's giving you that creepiness factor that you're not seeing there. Because when you read a manga, you kind of, at least me, I see the whole thing and I focus on what I'm reading and what I'm looking at, but I do see what's in the corner of my eye on the other page. With how Junji Ito does his, you won't see what he wants you to be creeped out at until you turn the page, until you're not expecting it. That's what I like about it. With all that being said, I need to leave. I'm sorry, guys. I've streamed for twice as long as I wanted to stream. We're gonna raid my friend Zeke again. Everybody please get into the raid. I'm tired. I need to shower and stuff. I thank you guys. I will definitely try to stream again sometime soon. I see ya. Bye bye.